Hey, what's up guys? This is Gerard back to you with another video on taxation. In this video, I'm going to talk about Notice of Discrepancy. A Notice of Discrepancy, or NOD for short, informs the taxpayer of any deficiency tax found by a revenue officer through an investigation. It aims to fully afford the taxpayer with an opportunity to present and explain the discrepancies found by the BIR. Now, this is discussed in Revenue Regulations 22-2020. Looking at the sample of a Notice of Discrepancy, it emphasizes that it is not a deficiency tax assessment. Take note that as a taxpayer receiving such notice, you should attend a meeting in order to explain your side to dispel the discrepancy found by the BIR within 5 days upon receipt of such notice. If the taxpayer failed to appear on the scheduled date without prior notice, this will be a waiver of rights to discuss the discrepancy. In the case of failure to reconcile and present valid documentary support, this will result in the issuance of a deficiency tax assessment. To that effect, a preliminary assessment notice or PAN covering the deficiency tax assessment shall be served immediately. Now, with regards to modes of service, to reiterate what I've discussed in my previous videos regarding the assessment process, the mode of service for notices from the BIR could be personal service, wherein the revenue officer shall personally deliver the notice to the taxpayer. Now, if the personal service could not be done, the next option could be substituted service. The other option is via registered mail. Now, as a taxpayer, take note of the intricacies on how a notice is duly served, as deviating thereof may mean violation of due process on the part of BIR. As mentioned earlier, upon receipt of the Notice of Discrepancy, the taxpayer should be able to explain or present his side with regards to the discrepancies indicated by the BIR within 5 days. Looking at Revenue Regulations 22-2020, it says that if the taxpayer needs more time to present documents, he may do so after the scheduled discussion with the Bureau. It is imperative that the taxpayer must submit all necessary documents that support his explanation within 30 days after receipt of the Notice of Discrepancy. If in case after the discussion of the discrepancy tax, the taxpayer is still found liable for any deficiency tax and either does not address the discrepancy through payment of the tax deficiency or does not agree with the findings, endorsement shall be made for the issuance of a deficiency tax assessment in the form of a PAN within 10 days after the conclusion of the discussion. To demonstrate what I talked about, let's have an illustrative problem. A taxpayer received a Notice of Discrepancy via personal service on May 3, 2021. The taxpayer met with the BIR for the discussion on discrepancy on May 7, but requested to have more time to gather supporting documents. The first question is, when is the deadline of the taxpayer for presenting the supporting documents? To answer the first question, we should count 30 days after the receipt of the NOD. Therefore, the deadline of the taxpayer to present the documents shall be on June 2, 2021. Now, assuming the taxpayer still disagrees on the findings and refuses to pay the deficiency tax, what will be the next thing the taxpayer expects to happen? To answer the second question, the investigating officer shall endorse the case to the appropriate BIR office for the issuance of the preliminary assessment notice to be served to the taxpayer. Again, the PAN shall be duly served to the taxpayer by means of the services I enumerated a while ago. And that's it. So let me know what you guys think about this topic. If you have any questions or tips regarding this topic, please post them in the comment section. And if you found this video very helpful, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. So this is Gerard. I'll talk to you in the next one.